As a little girl, I sang and danced in Carnegie Hall, and then as a teenager, I danced on American Bandstand and met my husband, who now married 46 years. I guess he joined my fan club and he's still a fan. I still love to dance, but now I dance with words. I dance with stories. Stories to me are the blood of the people. You know, when you listen to stories, they tell you about what people are living, the kinds of souls that they have. And I've always been a storyteller forever. And so my work evolved from traditional training into the work of Milton Erickson, which is hypnosis and trance work, but the power of using metaphor to create healing. And that transformed my work. That was a pivotal point that transformed my work out of just listening and talk therapy into the world of metaphor and stories, and how that could transform a person's ability to heal, not just be fixed, but to heal. And to me, that's a critical difference. It's a critical difference. So when I started to embrace metaphor, my first book I co-authored with Dr. Richard Crowley. It took us 5 years to write that book. It won a major award as a contribution to the field, which touched my heart, believe me. It's now been translated into 4 other languages, which is wonderful. And what I learned in the process of writing that is the power, not just of telling a story, but what it does to us on a physiological level, as well as how it can help us on a cultural level, because it helps us bridge communication gaps. The stories allow us to transcend whatever difference is and build a relationship so that whatever healing needs to transpire, it's within this wonderful world. The biggest metaphor for me that came about is using the butterfly. The butterfly for me is a symbol of my soul, but it's also a symbol of my work, because it goes through 4 stages. The new beginnings, okay, how we have to relate. The caterpillar, preparing for change. And then what I learned scientifically is the magic of what transforms a caterpillar into a butterfly. And what transforms it are special cells called imaginal discs. An imaginal disc, the real scientific name, that carries all the seeds of change. And it lies dormant in this little tiny fuzzy creature. And just when it's time to change, it spins its chrysalis and it goes inside this dark place where outside it looks like nothing major is happening, but inside the magic is occurring. And the caterpillar literally has a breakdown. It becomes gooey and soupy. And it is only at the point of the breakdown are the seeds of change release, the imaginal discs, and it transforms into the beautiful butterfly it is destined to become. That model, that 4-stage model, has become the heart of story play, because story play has story and play together. It mirrors it. It's the wings that takes off and allows children, adults, communities to soar beyond any limitations. The imaginal discs I mirror are like our inner gifts and resources. And those gifts and resources help us be able to transcend any obstacle. When we work with children, we have to find the resource, not the problem. The problem is what we get fixated on, but it's the resources, the imaginal discs, that's going to take that child or that community that has experienced natural or man-made disaster to become the butterflies of today. This is story play. This is my passion, is to allow the butterflies to fly for spiritual pollination so that this world could come together with peace, harmony, and love. Most of all, love. You know, play therapy transcends cultures because play is the language of children. So we don't need toys. We don't need fancy toys. Children don't need fancy toys. Every culture has toys, but they also have boxes, they have rocks, they have earth, they have, you know, twigs, branches, anything in nature. Nature is one of the best places for children to play. And what's happened in a sense in our society, we've become a society where we value point and click more than what I call touch and feel. And what's great is children have an ability to remind us how important it is to touch. You know, the internet is an important tool, but it isn't a playground. There's nothing like picking up a rock and wondering where it came from, or children playing in the dirt, or, you know, in the trees, or climbing a mountain, or planting flowers, or wondering, or fishing, or just sleeping in the earth. And being aware of what's around them, the naturalness of play. And play formulates the way children think. It helps them with problem solving, it helps them with socialization, it helps their brain, in a sense, bring color to the black and white inner world of their life. Well, for me, Play Therapy International is a profoundly important organization. I can't say enough about it because I have a global mind. And too often, coming from the United States, you know, we have wonderful work there that we do, of course, and welcome others to come. But when we have a community, it's a global community where all cultures can come together and share views and share teachings and share what their experiences are in working with children, then we really can create a kind of a tapestry, a global tapestry. And I think Play Therapy International certainly represents that kind of a tapestry that I know I want to be involved in.